It's me, GV, and welcome to this week's Sup Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. In last week's Sup Saturdays, I mentioned that I'm going to start collecting all of the consoles from my childhood, with the main focus being the NES up until the Switch, and after that I will collect the Nintendo handhelds, and then after that I'll collect the Xboxes and the PlayStations. And that's mainly what I'm focusing on. I'm not really going to collect anything else because I don't have enough room. I don't want to spend that much money to get like every console. That's just ridiculous, and yeah, that's just what I want. So I wanted to show you my collection so far. Come with me and you'll see tons of games in your imagination. Doesn't make sense, but I thought this was funny before I started recording. Okay, so basically I got these two shelves from Walmart. Usually I don't like buying Walmart furniture, but man, these were really nice. They cost a pretty penny, but you know, I built them myself and they were perfect for what I wanted. I wanted like a cubicle sort of type thing where I could store all of these different consoles, and they did exactly what I wanted them to do. Now the ultimate goal is to push that one more to the left, push this one more to the right, and then put a 4-piece in the middle. Like it's just that bottom 4 cube section, but put it in the middle and then have a CRT on top of it with which I can play all of these consoles. Now that's going to be awesome, right? So hopefully I'll make that happen. Also, I need to get some lighting strewn about these little cubes here so that everything will be illuminated and it will look much nicer. Now my collection thus far, I purchased an original NES. I'm not going to go over costs because costs change and I don't really, it's kind of embarrassing how much I spent on this stupid crap, but I really wanted it. So yeah, I bought an original NES and then I also, or it came with Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros, which it actually did back in the day too, so that's just how it should have been. And then how I've got it now, this is not the final setup. I'm waiting till I get all of the consoles, but I've got like the console and then I've also got the corresponding cords. So here are all of the NES cords and everything, and you can see the original NES controller there. Very, very nice. This was in excellent condition, so I had to buy it, and it looks awesome. I also bought a Nintendo 64, which was probably the console that I spent most of my childhood on, although it was really mixed between the NES, the N64, and the SNES, which I don't have yet. I also bought Pokemon Snap, a big favorite of mine. I love Pokemon Snap. And then it came with this standard controller as well as all the connections back there. I bought a Wii from Goodwill, cleaned it up a bit. It is, if you're wondering, yes, it is the backwards compatible one because it's got the GameCube controller ports on top. And I've had Wiis before. My sister had a Wii and I had a Wii, so this was kind of stupid having to buy another one, but oh well, you live and you learn. It came with all of this stuff, which was pretty awesome. 2 controllers with the Wii Motion Plus on the bottom there, as well as 2 nunchucks, some skins for all of it, a ton of cords. And I know this looks gross. I'm not going to have these cords just like strewn about once everything's said and done. In addition to that, I already had a Wii U. This needs to be cleaned. Nice console, you know, no one ever talks about it, no one ever mentions it, but it's a really cool console and I like it a lot. So I already had that, so I just kept it. And then here are all of the Wii U stuff. I have a Game Boy Color, which I just spent like $7 to get this back panel since it was missing one, as like it seems like every single Game Boy always is missing its back panel. So I've also got down here an Xbox 360 Slim that doesn't work. I had this from before. I need to fix that. I don't know exactly what I need to do to fix it, but yeah, that's my old Xbox 360. And then here I just bought a PS2 from Goodwill for about $14. It doesn't come with any cords or anything, so it's missing a bunch of stuff, but cool nevertheless. So the main 2 things that I'm missing on the Nintendo side are is the SNES, which I will get eventually, and also the GameCube. Now, Caligula46 from the stream is apparently sending me a GameCube, so big kudos to her. And then once I get those 2 systems, I'm going to start collecting all the Game Boys. And Alpha Wolf X Omega is sending me an original DS and apparently like a big package. And at the time of this video, I'll be opening it this coming Monday. So big thanks to him as well. And then from there, you know, I'll get the Xboxes and the PlayStations and everything. Now from there, I'm going to I just bought like a better desk and a better chair. So I'm going to remove this, like, you know, this big shelf here, and I'm going to put my new desk against the wall. Gonna get rid of this old desk, and that way I'll have this big space for VR and just lots of other stuff to do. And then over here you can see I have my Nintendo Switch, and there's the rats. Say hi, rats. They're sleeping. Yeah, I have my Nintendo Switch there and an Xbox One there and all the games. So I'm gonna, you know, move most of that stuff over here, and it's just, yeah. But this is my collection so far. I was not lying. I did go out and buy a bunch of stuff. Also looked at Goodwill, thrift shops, that sort of thing. Found a couple of these crappy Wii games. Also found, look at this. Are these worth anything? Does anybody know? Because these came like pristine. I found these at like a thrift store, and they are in pristine condition, but I don't think they're worth anything. So that is my collection so far. So yeah, again, the next steps are, at the time of making this video, tomorrow my new desk comes. I'm gonna put it up against the wall that you saw. Gonna move that shelf out of the way. Going to have my new chair there. That way the desk is gonna be longer, so I can put the Oculus Rift sensors on the left and right of my desk. Then I can always do VR whenever I want. Also, behind me, gonna get that little 4-cube thing, put it in the middle of these two bookshelves, have a CRT hopefully on top of it, be able to connect everything through that, and then I can play these retro games whenever I want. So I'm really excited. This is a big project for me, and it's just a lot of fun moving everything around. You know, it's fun to go through changes, right, and have different things happening in your life, even if it's just, I guess, making a cool retro gaming station. Currently, I am looking for the cords and connections and a controller for the PlayStation 2. I'm looking for an SNES in good condition with one game, ideally Chrono Trigger, but it's gonna be hard to get that one because it's super expensive. So those are the main things, and any other handhelds other than, I forgot to show I have a 3DS. So any other Nintendo handhelds other than a Game Boy Color, a 3DS, and the original DS. If you have any of those things and you're not using them, and also an Xbox original and a PlayStation original and a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, but that stuff's, you know, for later. But if you have any of those things that I just listed, not in this video, feel free to send them to me. There's a P.O. box address below. I know that's asking a lot. Hell, if you want to message me on Twitter or on YouTube or whatever, I may even just pay for shipping if you want to get rid of it. I would love that stuff, so if you guys have any of that stuff, feel free to send it to me or get in contact with me, and I will buy it from you if it's a decent price, or if you want to just hand it to me, that'd be cool too. So that is my current collection so far. I know I'm just getting started, but I'm really glad to have two of my favorite consoles, the NES and the Nintendo 64, already, as well as the Wii and all that other good stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated. Next week it's going to be a big change too, so probably a similar video to this, and I'll see you guys there.